You're a troll, aren't you?
I mean, my show is called The Troll Patrol, but how am I trolling you?
I get it now. I get it now.
Brother, you're the one trying to argue that teaching children to read isn't a good thing.
Your whole goal is to destroy the right and, like, get back at Charlie Kirk and shit. This is a joke. This is not.
My goal is actually to educate people. If you were to watch this show, you would realize that you would be far more informed watching me than ever watching Charlie Kirk.
Then let's restart. Then. How about this? I'm going to talk to you like you're a fucking retard, because that's what you are. I want you to.
How am I a retard?
Very slowly, please, explain to me how somebody, it doesn't matter if it's Dolly Parton, it doesn't matter if it's Gandhi. Please explain to me in your logic.
Well, Gandhi wasn't a good person. He slept with kids. It was weird.
Loading up a question. Can you just shut up and let me ask the question?
That's a weird thing to say when you won't shut the fuck up. What's your question?
Explain to me how somebody can be objectively good. Explain it.
By donating hundreds of millions of dollars to teach children to read. That is an objectively good thing to do.
That's a feeling.
No, it's not. You even agreed. Teaching children to read. Giving hundreds of millions of dollars.
Now I don't.
Well, then you're fucking stupid. I don't know what to tell you. It is an objectively good thing to give hundreds of millions of dollars to teach children to read.
I'll say it again, brother. Yeah, what is wrong with you?
You keep saying that because you've got nothing to say. You keep making appeals to logic, but you have no goddamn idea what logic is. Yo, I'm JustinFREAKIN. Right-wingers keep trying to mock me for my sub and view count on YouTube, so I guess I'll be a good content creator and do what the algorithm gods demand and tell you to like the video. Or dislike it for all I care. I know I'm not a very likable personality. But if you do enjoy the vibes around here, be a good subby and seduce that subscribe button. And if you want to find out what that news be doing Sunday through Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific on the Troll Patrol Live, then be sure to hit that bell the way I would hit the bong. Hey friend, what's going on?
All right, so basically, I want you to explain to me what the difference between subjective and objective is.
Oh, you're that dude.
That dude, yeah. You thought I was scared of you, you fucking retard? I'll wait.
Oh, you want to know the definition of objective?
Hurry up.
What he is taking issue with is I said that Dolly Parton was an objectively good person.
I'm sorry, repeat that again?
I'm telling the chat what you were taking issue with is me saying that Dolly Parton was objectively a good person.
Fill him in. I'll be quiet. Fill him in. Let him know.
Objective means expressing or dealing with facts or conditions as perceived without distortion by personal feelings, prejudices, or interpretations.
And that was objective or subjective? Which one was that again?
Objective. Expressing or dealing with facts or conditions as perceived without distortion by personal feelings, prejudices, or interpretations. Dolly Parton was an objectively good person.
Okay, so I proved to you. You can go on Google, you can go on any search engine right in your face. It's the easiest thing you can do, twiddle your thumbs, and you can look up people who do not hold that opinion. They have problems with Dolly Parton, so that would mean she is not objectively good. If one person doesn't hold that belief, that means you're wrong. You realize that, right?
Says who?
It's factual. What are you talking about? So thank you for proving you don't know what subjective or objective is. All right, so we're going to move on from that.
No, Dolly Parton was objectively a good person.
Is there any proof that there's such thing as postpartum depression?
Whoa, whoa. Back to objective.
You just proved you don't know what subjective or objective is. We're moving on. I'm debating you, brother. Now let's go.
How do I not know what objective is? Dolly Parton was objectively a good person. You can't prove that wrong.
Can you prove that live in front of all of us?
Yeah, she gave away hundreds of millions of dollars to help kids read.
Okay, so go ahead and type in Dolly Parton controversies, and you can find a litany of people who have problems with Dolly Parton. So I'm not entirely sure, like, What?
I don't
what
think you know
mental-
what objective means,
what
my
kind of
friend.
hurdle do we? I don't think you do.
She was objectively a good person. She gave hundreds of millions of dollars to help kids read. That's objectively a good person.
That's your opinion. What moral?
No, that
basis
is objectively
What
good.
basis?
Giving hundreds of millions of dollars to help children read is objectively good.
I don't think so. I think that's a horrible thing to do. Now what? See where that conversation gets us? It gets us nowhere. You don't even.
It
know
makes
what
you look
subjective
fucking
or
stupid.
objective means. You do not, bro. Are you retarded?
Giving hundreds of millions of dollars to help children
have
read is
autism?
objectively good. If you are disputing
I
that
don't think
statement,
that's
you're a
good.
fucking moron.
I don't think that's good. See where that gets us? See how it makes no logical sense saying that? That's what you're saying. So I could change that and say the same thing for Charlie Kirk. You realize that, right?
No, you couldn't.
Charlie Kirk gave millions to the black community.
He didn't.
So did Candace Owens.
No, she didn't.
You don't know how much people.
Neither
Google
of
it
them.
in front of us live. Google it live in front of us.
Charlie Kirk has never given money to the black community.
He has literally put black children in college. Google it.
Sure thing.
You fucking Fruit Loop. You have no idea what
You're awful
objective or
confident.
subjective even means. You people are nuts. what's
There
really
is no
funny?
evidence
Roy
that
and
Charlie
intellectually
Kirk put
I'm not
black
correct,
students
by
in
the way.
college.
Let's
None.
move on, though. Let's move on. I'm done spanking you, baby. Let's go to the next one. Let's see. Okay, so
Buddy, what you're doing is pigeon chess. You're fucking knocking the pieces off the
proof is
board,
there
acting
that
like you
there's
won.
such thing as- Give me proof that there's such thing as postpartum depression.
Do you know what the DSM is?
I'm just gonna wait till you answer my questions.
Do you know what the DSM is?
Enlighten me.
The Diagnostic Statistic Manual of God. What does it mean? Hold on.
You do realize all psychology studies is pseudoscientific bullshit, right? There's no proof.
That's
of
not
it
true.
At all. You can't
The
point-
Diagnostic and Statistic Manual of
Everybody's
Mental
brain is-
Disorders.
Bro, what is wrong with you? Do you guys live in the? You guys do not. You realize you don't live in the same world as everybody else, right? You guys live in La La Land.
I live in La La
no
Land because I know
reality.
what the Diagnostic Statistic, what's the
Fucking
Diagnostic and Statistic Manual of Mental Disorders is. That makes
That
me.
is not proof. That's circular reasoning. Can you tell circular? That's a circular
I
argument.
don't think you know what circular reasoning is.
Show me where I can, bro. Show us.
Circular
where-
reasoning is like saying the Bible is true because the Bible says so. That's circular reasoning.
Again, what proof is there that a person can get postpartum depression?
All the research that exists on postpartum depression.
The research itself is pseudo-scientific bullshit. They admit it themselves.
Says who?
They admit it themselves.
No, they didn't. Who is they? Bro,
They do
you're
all
an
the
idiot.
time. You don't realize that the studies of the human brain are pseudoscience. You don't realize that.
They're not pseudoscience.
Why
No,
don't you
that is
Google it?
that
Why
is
don't you
not
Google
the
it?
definition of pseudoscience by any stretch of the imagination.
Okay, then
I actually
prove
mentioned
to
this
me-
yesterday.
Prove it to me then. Okay, so this is why it's circular. Prove to me then. Prove to me.
How I don't understand what you're wanting proof of exactly. That postpartum depression exists?
If I break my leg and I go to the doctor and they diagnose me with a broken leg, they can point to my leg and say that's what's broken and this is how we fix it. Where is any of that with the study of the human brain when it comes to these diagnoses?
You know, that's a great
Like
question.
postpartum
I'm not a
depression.
psychologist.
It is a
I'm
great
not
question
a
'cause they-
biologist.
You don't have an answer, buddy. It's pseudoscience, buddy.
That's not what pseudoscience means.
Holy shit. You have Google right in front of your live audience, all 4 people. Why don't you show them?
What pseudoscience means?
Holy shit.
Buddy, you look really dumb. Pseudoscience is the statements, beliefs, or practices that claim to be scientific but are inherently incompatible with the scientific method. No psychologist, throws out the scientific method.
You idiot. What's the scientific method, you idiot? It ignores the scientific method.
No, it doesn't. Like, you're just making assertions, like, without any kind of evidence whatsoever.
Bro, you're the one who's asserting things. You haven't shown any proof to any of your claims.
I haven't actually made any claims, my friend, other than Dolly Parton was objectively a good person, and we proved that.
Oh my God. So we want to go back to that?
I mean,
Adolf Hitler objectively a good person? I think
Dolly
Adolf
Parton.
Hitler was objectively good.
Well,
he did a lot for he did a lot for the
that's
German people. He helped create Israel. He sent all,
he helped
want me to
create
keep
Israel.
going? I think. Yeah, you don't know about that?
I mean, I know how Israel was created post World War II, but are you saying because Hitler killed 6 million Jews, Israel came to be, and that's good?
Yep. Science evolved to such a degree where look at how many advancements we have thanks to the Germans. Hitler did such a great thing for the world. See how stupid that sounds? I'm not actually a Hitler supporter, but you see how stupid that sounds?
How does that? Do you know what a false analogy is, you dumb shit?
Holy shit. Dude.
Me saying Dolly Parton was objectively a good person because she gave hundreds of millions of dollars to help children read.
Not everybody considers Dolly Parton objectively good, just like not everybody would agree with me on Hitler, right?
But somebody not agreeing doesn't make it false. He was objectively good.
You are the one, okay, so that's why we need to go back to the beginning. You're the one who called us hypocrites.
Yes.
Why don't you pull up, exactly, thank you. So how are we hypocritical? Can you explain how we're hypocritical?
Because you spent a year bashing people, like, not you specifically, but the right, bashing people for not lionizing Charlie Kirk. But if somebody was genuinely a good person like Dolly Parton, nobody has any qualms with him. Right-wingers kept saying that we were horrible people because we weren't lionizing Kirk. He was such a good person.
Charlie Kirk or Dolly Parton personally, like, or do you just know their online personas?
I mean, what would it matter?
Well, you're lambasting and dragging people's names through the mud like Charlie Kirk, who you don't even really know personally. You won't even do the due diligence. Hold on a second, clown. You haven't even done the due diligence to look up if he's done anything for the black community. You just make these statements.
I did look it up. You were full of shit.
Bro, do you want me to send you a link?
Please do. Please do. Put it in the Discord. Right. Show me what you're fucking talking about.
I will. But let's not let this sidetrack the conversation. Let's not let this little meta conversation sidetrack us from.
You proving your assertion?
I'm doing that right now, but let's continue with the conversation as I pull up the proof. So how are we hypocrites? Candace Owens, what's his name again? Charlie Kirk. Just ask AI. Fuck it.
Because you... the left, or the right, as a whole, tried to call us horrible people. I've been... Today.
You are. Like, you're proving it right now. You don't even know what objective is. You don't even know who Charlie Kirk was as a person.
I literally read you the definition of objective. What did
Charlie Kirk do that was wrong, brother? What did he do that was wrong? Let's have a civil debate.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, you want me to start with
You have to have proof for these claims too, because I'll provide proof.
He sent 80 buses to January 6th to try to overturn the election.
Say that again. I didn't hear you.
He sent 80 buses to January 6th to try to overturn the election. Literally an attack on this country. Yes.
But the capital is we the peoples. We own that.
You can't go and try to... Okay, do you know what the fake elector scheme was, right?
The fake electors what?
Charlie Kirk sent 80 buses of people to the Capitol on January 6th. Their goal was to try to get Mike Pence to not certify the election so that Trump could assert that there were fake electors and send the election back to the states so that the majority of the states, which were Republican...
And what did Donald Trump say at that time when Pence refused to sign off on that? He
Bite,
called him a traitor,
fight.
right?
Called him a
He'll
traitor.
go
Yeah,
down as one of the
sure.
worst. He'll go down as one of the worst people in politics.
So
He's a
Mike
traitor.
Pence is
Mike
a
Pence
traitor for following the Constitution, is what you said.
I'm sorry, was the election not stolen?
No.
I mean, we can agree to disagree on the election.
No,
I really
we
don't want
can't,
to,
because there are like 80 court
debate about
cases.
the
I watched
election,
the
but-
court cases, and every fucking one got laughed out of court.
All right, buddy. So
You have
when
no
the
evidence that the
Democrats-
election
when
was
the Democrats
stolen.
bring in, I have personal proof. Actually, I went
No,
to
you don't.
I live in Ilhan Omar's district, and I was not ID'd when I voted in the 2020 election. Neither was my grandfather or my great aunt.
Okay, and
You didn't. So how many voters do you think voted in that election?
buddy,
that were
I'm
not
from Kentucky. I
citizens?
never had to show ID. We just had to like write in our signature.
And you don't see a problem with that? You don't. So that
because you have to
that's a
prove who you
secure
are when you
election to
register.
That's a secure election to you.
Okay, so now you have no evidence. You're just like, oh, I didn't have to show an ID when I voted, as if that matters. You have to prove who you are when you register.
Fake mail-in ballots with people who are deceased.
There is, buddy, there were no
Duplicate
fake mail-in
ballots.
ballots of
Duplicate
people that
ballots by
were
one
deceased.
Burning and skimming ballots after the poll stations closed.
You're just naming off conspiracy theories that are debunked.
In the news.
I do the news every day, and I can tell you, like, the people that were dead that voted, they were alive when they cast their ballots through the mail.
If you're a logical person, why doesn't any of this weird anomalies? Why don't any of these weird anomalies happen on elections where the Republicans win? Why is it always something suspicious?
There's weird anomalies and weird anomalies. I don't know what you're calling weird anomalies, but I cover elections. There's constantly shit going on.
Then why don't the Democrats post that all over the news?
I don't know
Why
what you're
saying.
We have secure. Okay, first of all, do you know why we have a decentralized election?
You know what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to logically get you to understand that your side does not live in reality. You guys let in
I'm trained in logic, and you are actually committing logical fallacies.
100 million people that live in this country that should not be here, and they vote in our election.
They don't.
How is that not a stolen? Yeah, there's 100 million probably at the max. Yeah,
straight out of your ass, brother.
Maybe not anymore after Trump deported some of them, but yeah, 100%.
There never were. You're just making up dumb shit.
There never were. Okay.
No.
Well, I mean, I can do exactly what you've been doing this whole time is just, make claims without providing any...
That's what you've been doing, yes.
But you've been doing too.
What if I made a claim that you dispute? What claim have I made
Dolly
that you
Parton
dispute? Was an objectively a good person, and I backed that up.
We are hypocrites. We are hypocrites for...
You are hypocrites.
I don't understand how. Can you pull up the thread? Can you pull up our thread?
The meme that I posted said, Dolly Parton proves that when a celebrity dies... fuck, how did
Charlie Kirk was never a celebrity. Charlie Kirk wasn't a celebrity.
I don't...
So you're wrong already.
You clearly don't know what celebrity means.
Our definitions can be different, so...
No, definitions are not.
Just like how I objectively like Hitler, and you apparently... So was Hitler objectively good?
The state of being celebrated, fame, a famous or celebrated person, that's celebrity.
Oh, man.
How was Charlie Kirk not a celebrity?
I don't think anybody and their mom would, if you asked anybody, a normal person in life, who Charlie Kirk was, nobody would say a celebrity. I can't think of one person. But this is another meta conversation you're trying to get out.
Celebrity just means a famous person.
Go back to the subject at hand here. I want to hear why we're hypocrites for what, it makes no logical sense.
You keep saying logical, but I don't think you know about logic. So let me pull up the meme that you got all butthurt about.
And the thread.
So that I can get it right. What it said.
The meme didn't make me butthurt.
Apparently it did. Straight. You've been ranting for days now.
Listen, moron. Listen. Someone else posted a screenshot of your meme, And I went ahead and I called you out and I said, let's hear your excuse for it.
So here's what
The
it said.
excuse,
See
shut up,
here.
shut up.
Okay,
The
here.
excuse-
See,
Shut up, shut
okay,
up.
here's the.
excuse-
Don't tell me to shut up.
The excuse of the meme is why I am upset.
Okay, well here, let me explain. Here's
Not
the
the meme
meme.
itself,
See how
bucko.
respectfully people react to a celebrity death when the celebrity was actually a good person.
And I said, and what did I say?
I have no idea. Go ahead, say what you said. What's your response to that?
And I said, can you explain the meme? That's what I said. And then you
See how respectfully people react to a celebrity death when the celebrity was actually a good person. People reacted incredibly respectfully to Dolly Parton's death because she was a good person.
I'm not watching your I'm not watching your stream. So I'm gonna have to pull it up myself and go through it.
Okay, oh, I just read you what the meme said. Now, why do you have a problem with that?
Holy shit. I told you, brother. I don't have a problem with the meme. I have a problem with your justification for posting the meme. That's what this whole thing is about. The hypocrisy statement you made.
I think you're a hypocrite.
Claims
I think
are
right
either
wingers are
positive or
hypocrites for trying to get us to lionize a piece of shit.
Do you know what hypocrisy means?
You want me to pull up the definition? I mean, you seem to not know the definition of words.
Please do.
A feigning to be what one is not or believe what one does not. Behavior that contradicts what one claims to believe or feel.
So where's the contradiction? Where's the contradiction? What are we contradicting within our beliefs? Where's the hypocrisy? It makes no logical sense on the surface. Only an idiot would have to understand it. And an idiot probably wouldn't even understand it because
well, I mean, I can't attribute like the entire right wing to you. I don't know what your personal beliefs are, but as a whole, the right wing.
Objective means that there's a foundation of beliefs. Like what part don't you? It's not what you feel. You realize that, right?
Yes, and Dolly Parton was objectively a good person because she gave hundreds of millions of dollars to teach kids to read.
That's how you feel, dummy. That's how you feel. That's not a fucking fact. What if you're somebody who thinks that was a bad thing to do, dummy? What if you're somebody who's in a mat? What if everybody in the world would think? Shut up!
Who would think that it's a bad thing to teach children to read?
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Can you stop? Don't load up and
how can it be a bad thing to teach children to read?
Don't load up and answer before I ask the question. Listen to my words. Then
you're fucking stupid, man. How is it bad to teach children to read?
It isn't, but what if I did say it was bad?
Well, then you have no point then. It was an objectively good thing that she did, so I was correct.
Huh. Personally, yeah, only an idiot would think that teaching a kid to read would be only an idiot would think if it, Are you, what, how, like this is, I can't even respond. You're so dumb. I can't even respond. You're so fucking dumb.
You're trying to tell me that Dolly Parton wasn't an objectively good person and you're flailing.
I'm not trying to say that. I do like Dolly Parton as a person. What?
She was an objectively good person.
No, there's nobody in the world that was objectively good. Do you not realize that?
Dolly Parton was, yes.
You're a troll, aren't you?
I mean, my show is called The Troll Patrol, but how am I trolling you?
I get it now.
Brother, you're the one trying to argue that teaching children to read isn't a good thing.
Your whole goal is to destroy the right and, like, get back at Charlie Kirk and shit. This is a joke. This is not.
My goal is actually to educate people. If you were to watch this show, you would realize that you would be far more informed watching me than ever watching Charlie Kirk.
Then let's restart. Then. How about this? I'm going to talk to you like you're a fucking retard, because that's what you are. I want you to.
How am I a retard?
Very slowly, please, explain to me how somebody, it doesn't matter if it's Dolly Parton, it doesn't matter if it's Gandhi. Please explain to me in your logic.
Well, Gandhi wasn't a good person. He slept with kids. It was weird.
Loading up a question. Can you just shut up and let me ask the question?
That's a weird thing to say when you won't shut the fuck up. What's your question?
Explain to me how somebody can be objectively good. Explain it.
By donating hundreds of millions of dollars to teach children to read. That is an objectively good thing to do.
That's a feeling.
No, it's not. You even agreed. Teaching children to read. Giving hundreds of millions of dollars.
Now I don't.
Well, then you're fucking stupid. I don't know what to tell you. It is an objectively good thing to give hundreds of millions of dollars to teach children to read.
I'll say it again, brother. Yeah, what is wrong with you?
You keep saying that because you've got nothing to say. You keep making appeals to logic, but you have no goddamn idea what logic is.
So are you smarter than Chat GPT?
Absolutely. Chat GPT is just a fucking tool, man. It's a learning module. It's gonna it's gonna tell you what you want to hear. I have critical thinking skills. Chat GPT doesn't.
So dude, you are cooked. You're cooked.
How? You keep saying, like, you keep being bereft of any kind of intellectual argument or any comeback, and then you're like a cook.
How about this? How is teaching kids to read objectively good? How is that objectively good? Don't ask me a question, answer the question. How is teaching kids to read objectively good? Doesn't matter if I agree with it or not, it's your claim. Tell me how it's objectively good. Fucking genius.
Because educating kids is a good thing.
To who?
Everyone. Society. Especially to the kids.
Okay, what if you're a society that doesn't like reading and you like an oral tradition and like... What about that?
Well, that's fucking stupid.
Do you think vaccines are objectively good?
Yes.
Okay, what's your opinion on the what are they called again? The fucking Mennonites, Amish. So are they bad people for not giving their kids vaccines?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I don't think the Mennonites
what if they have a different belief system than you? What if they know? What if they have a secret knowledge you don't know?
If they don't have any secret knowledge
you don't know.
That's stupid. Do you know how many fallacies you've committed?
You have a
you
secret
dumb
knowledge
fuck?
I don't know.
There's no such thing as secret knowledge.
Holy shit! How would you know though?
How you know?
Is Jesus real? Did Jesus exist?
Jesus was probably an amalgamation of multiple different messianic figures in the region.
Yeah, that's not a Christian belief though. So
I'm not a fucking Christian.
Okay, but Christ comes from Christianity, so the only.
I'm talking about objective reality, history as we know it. Christ was Jesus. The figure known as Christ is a title. The figure known as Jesus was probably an amalgamation of multiple messianic figures.
Probably. Though.
Yeah, we don't know. It was 2,000 years ago.
Yeah, I don't even know where we can go with this, dude. You're just a fucking moron.
Because I'm educated?
Why don't you go ahead and ask me questions to expose my stupidity then? Because
I think you've done a pretty good job, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's a political issue you care about?
What's abortion?
Why do you care about abortion?
Because it's killing it's killed 1/3 of my generation.
It actually hasn't. All data shows that they aren't killing children, they're delaying. Okay, so a woman that has an abortion.
How many abortions?
Hold on. One.
You stupid bastard.
Hold on, man. Let me explain this to you and why you're fucking stupid. Abortion is a great issue for us to go down this road.
Is abortion objectively good?
All data, yes, abortion is objectively good. All data shows that women that have abortions go on to have children. Hold up, will you let me explain?
You just showed how you don't.
Will you let me explain? Because you're not.
You proved again you don't know what objective means, right?
Women who abortion objectively is good because it is health care that women need.
This is great content for my my new show that I'm
My
just starting.
friend, will you let me explain it to you? Are you intellectually honest or are you intellectually dishonest?
I've been intellectually honest this whole entire time, dude.
Have you?
It's on
You've
recording.
tried you have tried to straw man me, you have tried to hasty generalization me, and now you're not letting me explain abortion to
No,
you.
no, no. I've tried to make use examples to get to you to see how your logic is flawed. I've
Okay,
made fun of
so
my.
well you don't know anything about logic. Let me explain abortion to you, and we can go somewhere from this. Okay,
You're
so
not a
you
woman.
said
How,
hold
you're
on,
not a
let me
woman. I don't want to.
fucking
What
explain.
gives you the right to explain abortion? You're not a woman. You don't have a uterus. Isn't that your guys' logic? You don't have any say if you don't have a vagina.
Well, I mean, if
So
my
why
say
am
is
I
that women
supposed
should be
to,
able to make
in
their own
your
decision,
logical purview, why should I listen to you? Your side says I should
you
listen to
don't want
only
me to
women when
talk,
it
do
comes to
you?
these issues. Why should I listen to you?
I
Well,
mean,
first of all, why should I
you
listen?
asked me the question.
No, you asked me what
So
my
would you like
issues
to hear
were
the answer?
politically, and I mentioned
And you
abortion.
said abortion, so let's talk about abortion.
Yeah.
You said it eliminated a third of your generation, but that's just not true because all data
It's just
shows,
not.
buddy, let me finish. All data shows that's not true because women that have abortions go on to have children at the normal rate. So what they're doing is when a woman has an abortion, they're just delaying pregnancy. They go on to have that child that they would have had anyway later when they're more prepared.
So a form of contraception is what you're saying. Women are
Sometimes
basically using it.
here's
So why
here's
not
the
just?
thing.
So hold
So
on, buddy. Hold on. Why are they delaying pregnancy? Why not just have the kid and give it up for adoption? Why kill the baby?
well, first of all,
First of
hold,
all,
buddy,
it's not every pregnancy
buddy,
is
let
because
me
the
fucking
woman
explain.
In fact, women get hotter sometimes when they have after they have a kid. They get a bigger ass, bigger titties, bigger nipples. It's hot actually. It's pretty nice. You wouldn't
The
know though. You wouldn't know.
fuck?
You wouldn't
Man,
know.
you sound like you haven't even had your balls drop and you're talking to a real fucking man. What the
That high
fuck?
testosterone. It's that high testosterone.
You sound like this and you think you have high testosterone.
Bro, you sound like Pinky and the Brain.
I do?
You sound like Wallace and Gromit.
Okay, do you want me to explain abortion
You
to you, or do
sound
you
like
just want
Rick
to act
and
like a
Morty.
self-righteous prick?
I'm just waiting to hear why I'm wrong when I know I'm looking at I want me to read the statistics.
Well, I just explained to you that women that have abortions go on to have children at the usual rate that women do. So there was no one-third of your generation that died.
That's not disproving the 1/3 statistic that I've already stated. That's not disproving anything. That's just
Yeah, it is.
giving a reason why that's not giving a reason why there's 80 million abortions since 1980. That's not giving a reason why. You're just
Yeah, it is.
You're telling us why. Holy shit!
I'm not understanding what you're trying to say here, my friend. Abortion is bad.
73 million.
Why?
Listen, I said 1/3 of the abortions. I said 1/3 of my generation has been aborted. You said that's not true.
It's
And you
not.
said, and I said, and your reasoning was because women are using it as a form of contraception. How does that logically make sense?
No. Women are having the same amount of kids, abortion or not. So there's no eliminating a third of your generation. Had a woman not had an abortion, they probably wouldn't have the kid that they had later.
Holy shit.
Well, I mean, that's what the data says. I'm sorry you're ignorant to it.
So you're telling me that there's not a crisis in North Korea, South Korea, Japan, and in America with people not having children. You're saying that that's a completely false, made up rumor?
Why is that a crisis?
That we're not having babies? How are we gonna? So you don't like you? Are you? What is it? Anti-natalist? What are you against human?
No, I'm pro freedom. I don't give a shit whether people have children or not. I'm 42. I'm never gonna have children.
Do you realize the freedom, the mindless? You know, freedom. Do you believe in duties?
Duties?
Yeah. Do you believe in duties? Like as a man,
like charges on things, goods coming over a border?
Like as a man, you have an inherent duty to protect women and children, provide for the family.
Well, as a man, I'm protecting women by trying to protect their right to an abortion so that they don't die during childbirth.
So
They
women are
aren't
not
forced to
having.
be.
Listen to me, buddy. Listen to me, buddy. Women's duties are to have children and procreate and nurture and love, and
Oh, so you
not
think
to
women
be
are
the
just your
exact.
broodmare and they're not independent thinkers? And
Absolutely not. When the fuck did I say that?
you just did. You said
I'm
women's duty
talking
was to
about
have children.
duties.
You're
I'm
treating them like
talking
a
about duties. So is my duty
broodmare.
only to? So is my duty to just be a slave to women and children, like
I
I
don't
claim
think
to?
you have a duty.
Then where do our rights come from?
What do you mean, where do our rights come from?
Well, let's see here.
What
In order
right?
for women to have kids, they must be protected, right?
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
Holy shit, bro.
Protected from what? I mean, the biggest
We
threat to women
only
is
grant-
men. That's
we
why they pick the
only
bear.
we grant rights to people who have duties. Duties like having babies, working on infrastructure, creating a society. We have duties as people, and we provide laws that protect people.
We have duties every morning when we wake up and have a bowel movement.
Who's protecting you and also causing you to not have a bowel movement? There's no
Protecting
entity
me?
causing
What are
to
you
have a bowel
talking
movement.
about?
What are, bro? We're talking about women and having babies. You said that they have a right to have abortions, right? That you
Yeah.
think they should have a right to
They have a right to
abortions?
not be pregnant if they don't want to be pregnant. Yes. They see a lot of men use abortion as a way
why I
to be able to
asked my
control women.
Holy shit. Where does the control? Man. It's like talking to a fucking dog.
Man,
I'm
it's
talking
hilarious
to a
that you're unable to formulate an intelligent argument and you just keep trying to insult me.
I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't know how to formulate a sentence for you to comprehend. I don't know how to I can't physically. It's
You're
mind.
talking about
I
some
can't go down to
duty
your
or
level.
something. Who assigned this duty to me?
You said women have rights. What is a right?
Yes, a woman has a right to her own body to be able to not be pregnant if she doesn't want to be pregnant.
Who
A
gives
right
her
to
that
health
right?
care.
Who gives her that right, bro? Who gives her
By
that
the
right?
Constitution.
No, men do. People, humans give her that right.
Ooh. I mean,
So if
aren't
women are
they
not
human?
having kids, if women are not having kids,
So you
then
don't think
that's
women are
really-
humans?
What?
You
What?
just said humans give women that right, excluding them from the whole. So you don't think
Islamic
women are human?
Don't, bro. If you look
Islam.
at, I'm gonna do an illogical example of how you're stupid. All right.
Oh, so you're gonna do a false
Islam.
analogy, which is the logical fallacy.
Shit, bro. Holy shit. I'm trying to get you to understand the
Islam doesn't have anything to
I'm
do with
saying.
this.
I'm trying. It doesn't. You're right. It doesn't. It's an analogy. That's what I'm trying to bring up, an analogy, so you can comprehend the words I'm saying. But you're too dumb.
This is great. I'm too dumb. Go on, make your analogy.
We give women rights because of what? You
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
You think the Constitution is like a living entity that gives rights? That's what, literally.
It is a living document.
Right? Holy shit.
Do you know what living document means?
I would concede and call it divine in nature to some extent, but not the same reason you would. But it's kind of
What the fuck
funny.
are you talking about?
But you said it was
You're
a
trying-
living document.
Yeah.
You said it was a living document, and I agreed. And I said that, I would agree that it's divine in some nature, but
No, that is not what
I
living
still-
document means, and it is most certainly not divine.
I don't agree with your definition of living document either. So.
Living document just means we make changes to it.
Oh, so you mean literally? Oh, yeah, I would agree. It's amendable. Yeah, that's why it's so perfect, because the forefathers. How smart were the forefathers?
Oh, it is not perfect. Not
It's
very.
perfect. It's perfect. It's going to create Christian nationalism, which is going to completely save this country, 100%. 100%.
Christian nationalism. So the founders, who predominantly were deists, created Christian nationalism in their secular country.
I said they created Christian nationalism. I said it's going to lead to the creation of we're going to be a Christian nationalist country, thankfully. Because
Oh, well, that's horrifying. That's what I want to. That's what I want to protect. I think we should be a secular, multiracial, multicultural.
I want to go back to duty absent rights. Can you Google the term duty absent rights?
No.
Maybe Google can clarify it for. Okay. All right.
Why don't you explain the concept to me?
I was this whole time, and you're too dumb to understand it. We give rights to people who have duties. Do you understand that or no?
Who is we?
Men.
Men.
You already said we can change the fucking document. It's a living document. We can change it. Men change it. Not the Constitution doesn't change itself, you fucking idiot. So someone has to change it.
Well, no, it takes
right?
2/3 of the states or ratifying through Congress, and totally women involved in that.
So men and women change it. You're such an idiot. So men and women change the Constitution, correct? All right. I don't know where does this get us? Do you see how you just go on to these meta conversations because you're so dumb you don't even understand what I'm saying?
I have no idea the point you're trying to make. No.
And we'll get there, but this is just like a
please get there because the chat is bored with you.
Can you
do you have anything to add to this conversation?
Yeah, duty absent rights. Do you know what that means?
Tell me. Please tell me.
Holy shit. Okay, I will explain it again. So you have a woman, right? Do you think that women have duties?
No.
Okay, you're not living in reality.
Do I think that women have shits? Is that what you're saying?
I'll explain it to you. So every civilization in the world, right? Women procreate for them. If women did not exist, if people did not help them.
So you think women are just broodmares? That's what you're saying.
Holy shit, man.
That they are only here to bear children for men.
We're at this point because of abortion. Why are you straw manning my position?
We're at this point because of abortion.
Overarching position. This all has stemmed from the abortion conversation, you fucking idiot. Remember how I asked you about do women have the right to abort, and then I asked you what rights were, and that's where we got into this point about rights?
Yeah, I think people have a right to their own body, yes. And you're trying to come to some sort of...
Who affords them that right? Who affords them that right, you stupid bastard?
I mean, are you talking about natural rights? Because there are in philosophy, there's this thing called God-given rights.
I'm talking about physically right now, no metaphysical, no logical, nothing like, or it's all logic. But I'm saying is like,
well, a lot of states have tried to take the right to abortion away from women, and the right to their own bodies, and I find that fucking appalling.
That's solving the birth rate crisis, though.
What crisis, man?
Helping solve it. Sorry, it's not.
Why is it a crisis?
Heritage Americans at this rate will be extinct.
Heritage Americans?
Do you know the birth rate?
What the fuck does that mean?
People who have birth ties to the
buddy, the human race is not going extinct anytime soon.
I'm talking about America.
Matter of fact, we continue to add to the population every year.
We were talking about America this whole time. What the fuck is wrong with you? We've been talking about Charlie Kirk, fucking Dolly Parton. Nobody's ever brought up one other.
Bro, can you stop like having the self-righteous indignation and just have a conversation?
All right, let's have a conversation. I've been trying to this whole time, dude. Please explain to. Do you want to know what duty? Do you want to?
I have told you. You clearly want to tell me, so please tell me.
Well, the only way I can tell you is if I ask you questions. Do you believe that women...
No, it's apparently a term that has a definition. So what is your definition?
Even though... Well, dude, definitions don't mean anything to you.
I'm the one that keeps looking up definitions and keeps showing you how wrong you are.
Okay, let's have a conversation about the abortion, dude. Please, can you provide evidence that the 1/3 statistic of my generation is false. Let's just go there.
I did. Women that have abortions go on to have children at the same rate every other woman does. So it's not that there were a third of the generation that wasn't born, they were just born later.
Right now, how do you don't know the future?
What the fuck does that mean? Again, all statistics show that women that have abortions go on to have children at the same rate as everybody else. So there's no absence of a generation. Okay, cool. A woman had an abortion in 1980. She ended up having the same amount of children that she would have had anyway. She might have just delayed a pregnancy for a few years till when she was financially ready, or when she was in a better relationship with a man, which I think should be their right.
Okay, what are childbearing years to you?
Childbearing years?
Oh my God, you don't think there's a window of when a woman can have a child that's safe and effective and doesn't hurt her?
I don't give a shit.
Oh my God. Bro, the statistic, I'm going to explain this statistic for you.
Why do
okay?
you,
Stop,
why do you,
stop.
okay. You keep acting
we're
like,
having a conversation.
brother, why do women getting pregnant, why does that have any fucking thing to do with you or your life?
Well, what do you
Whether
mean?
a woman gets pregnant or not, what does that have to do with you?
Bro, so in 3 generations, when there's only, let's pretend there's only like 150,000 Americans left in the rest of the country.
150,000 Americans, that's never going to happen.
Million, I meant to say million, you're right. Well, no, let's just say 150,000. That's worse.
No. 50 years from now, there's going to be fucking 500 million Americans or 600 million Americans.
If we keep going the route we're going, yes, eventually there will be a point where there's only 150,000 heritage Americans, 100%.
What do you mean heritage Americans?
If you were a
white
black
people
person who gained, yeah, black and white, dumb fuck. Native Americans too. I'm also Native. I'm not even fully white, but you wouldn't know that though.
Okay, and I don't give a shit.
Yeah, just pointing out the facts. But anyway, so are you going to let's go back to the conversation. I don't know why you're getting all goofy. So
Am I getting goofy?
Since 1980,
you're going to bring up the same statistic that I've already shot down like multiple times.
I'm going to explain why it doesn't. Dude, you don't even believe in childbearing years. You think that an 80-year-old woman can have birth that's just that's normal? Think she can have a normal birth? An 80-year-old?
Does that have anything to do with what I said?
Bro, a generation is 20 to 30 years, according to Google. So from 1980, right, till now, are you understanding? Are you understanding? There's been 80 million abortions. In that time,
again,
dude, I'm explaining it to you. You're claiming that the women have babies later. I'm showing you
yes.
that in the time frame of the statistic itself, you're wrong. Can you
you're triggered.
It fucking logically,
brother,
you stupid idiot?
Well, you're not doing it logically. You're actually committing a logical fallacy. I keep saying that to you. You don't know logic. Again, all statistics show that women... Okay, so if a woman in 1980 had an abortion, she might have been 19 at the time. She ended up having 2 children, like most women do, in her late 20s and early 30s.
Right now, the current
you understand what I'm saying. She had the same amount of children she would have had absent that abortion. All the statistics show that. So there's not a missing generation.
Let's see. Let's see what year the cutoff is for the youngest person in this generation.
Buddy, you did not understand what I said, did you?
1997.
Oh, yeah.
Are you there?
I don't understand the point you're trying to make. Women who have abortions go on to have the same amount of children. You get that, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is if they hadn't had the abortion in 1980, they probably wouldn't have had the child that they had a couple of years later.
Abortions have already happened. Having babies later doesn't change the fucking what you did now. What you did. It doesn't like this.
You're not done. There's not less children out there. Women are having the same amount of children they would have had normally.
So you're literally gonna tell me that so you're telling me right now the babies
women who have abortions have the same amount of children.
You're telling me we wouldn't have more people around if we didn't abort 80 million people?
Yes. I am telling you, if those 80 million abortions hadn't happened, the other babies that those women's had wouldn't have happened.
We're at a negative. The birth rate is worse than before 1980.
Why do you give it worse? Why do you give if the birth rate is down? Why is that worse? You keep
because we won't have a civilization. We won't have a civilization.
Bro, we're at like 8 billion people. There is no chance that there's not going to be a civilization.
Again, you stupid fuck. We're talking about America. Can you point to where we started talking about other countries? Please provide me that in this discussion so I can get back on track.
The population of America continues to grow.
What?
The population of America continues to grow.
I only give a fuck about Americans.
I don't understand what you mean by Americans. Like you care about the birth rate of Americans. You don't know what an
American is?
I know exactly what an American is. Someone who is a citizen of the America. But why is that a concern of yours?
You don't want your fucking family in general. You don't want you want all this to be in vain. All this will mean nothing if all of a sudden another civilization comes and wipes us off the earth. All our advancements, everything means nothing. You think that's okay? You think that's normal? You don't want to preserve your identity and nation's history and all the trials and tribulations we've been through as a people group, as a fucking whole, conquering slavery, beating the fucking Axis powers, the Civil War, the fucking Boston Tea Party, all these amazing defeats. You want it all just to be washed away in the annals of history? You stupid bitch. You have no want to preserve any of it?
No, I think what you're saying is fucking retarded.
Let me ask you this. Did white Christians end slavery in the modern era? Yes or no?
So there were Christian abolitionists, but yes, no, not as a... It wasn't exclusively Christians.
Provide me what country ended slavery, bitch. You fucking idiot.
What are you talking about? Like multiple countries ended slavery before we did, like Britain.
I didn't say we did. I said what. I asked you what country. So I think it was Britain, actually. Yeah. Yep. So all that history goes away. All that history goes away. We'll never know who.
How would history go away?
We'll never know who ended the slave trade. Yep. That's an amazing history I want my kids to live in. What an idiot. What a fucking idiot.
This is hilarious. You think all of civilization is going to go away.
You want another Egypt? You want another Egypt? You want another fucking civilization that has been completely taken away by history, and that's what's going to happen in the U.S.
You think Egypt's history was taken away? What are you talking about?
Dude, the ancient dynastic Egyptian civilization does not exist anymore in the modern day. I'm saying we can look at Egypt and we're in wonder and how they did this back then. We're going to look at
brother, do you know that
shut the fuck
I am close.
In 100 years, when we're gone and there's only remnants of the U.S., people are going to be like, God, I wonder what happened. And it's going to be because of people like you.
Gone and only remnants of the U.S.? What are you fucking talking about?
Oh my God, dude. If women and Americans
if women have the right to abortion, then all of a sudden civilization is going to end. That's a wild, slippery slope argument.
never.
Okay,
said it was
they
at
have
all.
redeemed hang up on you like 50 times, and I've went through it because like I've enjoyed this because I'm some sort of masochist or something. But I've got the chat really fucking hates you, and seriously, we're not getting
Yeah,
anywhere.
'cause it's facts, bro.
You're
It's
too
facts, bro.
stupid to have a conversation, brother. You have this belief
facts,
that
bro.
civilization is going to end if you give women freedom. It's hilarious,
Freedom. Killing babies means they don't have you. Limiting
buddy.
women's ability to kill babies is taking away their freedom.
Okay, here's what I'm going to leave
that
you
what you
with.
just said, you idiot?
Here in the United States, we have an appalling infant mortality rate, so why don't you focus on that before you start talking about
An
abortion?
appalling infant
Especially-
mortality rate. Bro,
Yes, look up the infant mortality
you are
rate.
okay with
These are
killing babies, you stupid
Hold
bitch.
on.
You literally are okay with
No,
killing
I am
babies.
not okay
Stop
with
telling
killing
me to
babies.
worry
That's why I'm
about
bringing up the infant mortality rate.
Bro, an unborn, anything in the fetus growing in a woman is a baby.
No babies have been born, but like this is just us getting pedantic. No,
You're pedantic.
I care
Fuck.
about actual babies that have been born. These are women that had children that they wanted,
You don't
and
care
they have
about
died.
babies or
Women have died
You
in
don't care about
childbirth
women or
because
babies.
apparently you don't, because I'm bringing up a real issue: the infant
What do you
mortality
think
rate,
happens to a
especially in the
woman's psyche
South,
after she has an abortion?
especially.
What do you
especially-
think happens to a woman's psyche after she has an abortion, after the baby was ripped apart in her womb and she was the one that's supposed to
Holy
protect it?
shit,
You think
brother!
that there's no lifelong negative effects that are going to happen to a woman, you stupid bitch?
All scientific evidence says
I'm gonna
that there are
reiterate,
more.
I'm gonna
brother.
reiterate. I'm gonna reiterate the analysis.
So all scientific evidence shows that giving birth is far harder on a women's psychology than abortion is. I'm sorry, guys. You kept you redeemed the hang up like within 2 minutes of me talking to him, but that was wild.
Yo, can you hear me?
We can.
Oh, hang on, I got your stream up. All right, I'll turn my camera on in just 1 second. Let me finish this. So I got here. Can I read you something? Is that okay with you?
Whatever the fuck you want to do, man.
Okay, all right. Give me 1 second here. I haven't been on Twitch in years. I'm assuming there's a what is it called? Terms of service. I don't want to smoke on camera. Am I allowed to smoke?
I smoke on camera all the time, fucker.
Okay, all right. 1 second here.
Oh, we got a hype train going. We running a
I'm
train.
gonna read you this. Just give me 1 second here.
Yeah, we're all surprised you can read.
I don't think you guys are surprised I can read.
Oh no, we absolutely are. Is it an objective fact that the Earth is spherical?
Is it a what?
Is it an objective fact that the Earth is spherical?
I don't know.
You don't know if the Earth is spherical or not.
I technically do not know.
Yeah, you're a fucking moron then.
Hold on. It's not even part of the debate. Hold on. Definitely not a flat earther if that's what you're trying to say.
Well, that's what people are. It's an objective fact that the Earth is spherical-ish.
That doesn't mean it's a fact to me, though. You do realize that, right? Just because you claim something to be a fact.
But it is a fact.
But what is it? Your definition of fact and my definition of fact might not align because you're sitting here and saying that it's a fact that Dolly Parton is objective, right?
It is a fact that Dolly Parton was an objectively good person, and I proved it.
Okay, here. 1 second. I have a really good screenshot from a previous debate I had.
Yeah, you're the dude that kept posting like
Okay,
Reddit comments and fucking.
No single human being is objectively good in an absolute. You did.
Oh, you're reading the AI thing that once again proved me right. Because it went on to go, but Dolly Parton has like the best case and goes on to list all the objectively good things she did.
Is that
Even your AI told you were wrong, dude.
is that what you think it is? Oh, are you reading the? No, you're reading the Reddit post I sent you.
You quoted me an AI thing that absolutely said that no human is objectively good, blah blah blah, but Dolly Parton has the best case of anybody, or some shit like that.
But it didn't say she was though.
She was objectively good. This is insane that you keep going around in circles with me on this, and to try to prove that I don't know what objective means.
Okay.
Because you're having to say that you believe in genocide or some shit. You think Hitler was good in order to try to prove me wrong.
No, I don't think that. I was using that as an analogy to get you to understand how other people who disagree with you, if people disagree, so just you do realize if one person out of all the 7 billion of people in this world, if I disagree with you, just me, or if your mom disagrees
No. Again, the Earth is spherical. This is an objective fact. There are plenty of people that disagree.
Holy shit. Yeah.
It is an objective fact that Dolly Parton gave hundreds of millions of dollars of her own money to teach children to read. And that is objectively good.
Okay. Fine. I grant that. But what about the people who do not agree with the things she's done?
I don't give a shit. Why would I give a shit? She was objectively good.
So in your opinion,
No, not in my opinion. She gave hundreds of millions of dollars to teach children to read. That's a fact. Objectively good, not an opinion.
Okay. But hold on here. What if I don't agree with you? Where does that get us? Do you see what I'm saying?
That means you don't agree with facts, just like a flat earther. You're doing a flat earth.
You're not even presenting any facts, though.
I did. She gave hundreds of millions of dollars to teach children to read. That's the fact.
That is an opinion.
That's not an opinion. That isn't a fact.
Oh, the fact that she did that, yeah, but that doesn't mean it's good. Can you prove to me that it's good? Do you understand that part of it?
Educating children is objectively good.
Dude, Anthony, my name is Anthony. Yes, I believe that could be objectively good, but is it objectively good?
Yes, it is objectively good.
Where can you point that that's true though? Because what if I'm teaching an MK Ultra kid to read, and I'm eventually teaching him to read to go do some sort of heinous act? Is that still objectively
An MK Ultra kid? I thought you were going to get on camera. They wanted to see your fucking skull.
Bro, I'm not using analogies anymore with you. You don't even know what an analogy is. Just pretend I never said anything about MK Ultra.
Well, you keep using false analogies. You keep coming up with the dumbest shit.
Might be dumb, might not be. I don't know. But can you please show me where it's objectively a fact that it's good to teach kids to read?
Can you prove that it's not good to teach kids to read?
I'm not the one making the claim, dude. You are
It's self-evident that it is self-evident that children teaching it is
self-evident. No, it is not.
How is education bad?
I'm not the one holding the belief that it's bad, dude. Do you understand?
But you're telling me that it's not objectively true.
I'm holding your feet to the fire. I'm showing you how you logically cannot prove any of your.
But you're committing logical fallacies.
Right now is about how you feel. You do not have any facts on your side.
Again, she gave hundreds of millions of dollars to teach children to read.
Brother, it's the same thing for me. I cannot tell you that to your face that Charlie Kirk was factually a objectively good person. That's not.
Yeah, you can't, because he was objectively a bad person, and I can prove that.
That's not. Then prove it. Let's go there. Prove it.
He sent 80 buses to the Capitol on January 6th to try to overturn the election.
Good. I think he did a good thing there. So therefore,
because you're a fascist and you believe in bullshit. because the 2020 election was objectively
Oh, I'm
not
a
stolen.
Christian nationalist. We've already went through that.
Yeah, that's a fascist.
Fascist. So a fascist would want homogeneity, or not? What is it called? Multiculturalism.
You don't seem to want multiculturalism.
The whole premise of my argument was heritage Americans, Native Americans, whites, and blacks all having kids, procreating, and keeping America alive. That's my whole precedent of my argument earlier. So why are you straw manning my recorded argument on your stream?
I don't know what that means, heritage Americans. And why aren't you on camera, you dumb shit?
I forgot. I already defined heritage Americans. Anybody who has a birthright tied to the United States of America, meaning after the 14th Amendment, slaves got citizenship. Anybody who fought in the Civil War or against the British in the colonial, what is it called? I don't know, but yeah. Anybody who has historical ties to America, pretty much.
Okay, and?
Well, you asked. I'm answering your question.
I mean, you're saying you want multiculturalism while also calling yourself a Christian nationalist.
Yes, dude. Did you know? Well, first of all, Jesus was a Jew, and I'm a Lebanese, part Arab. My last name is not even white. So I know a little bit about.
Okay.
Christianity. Why? What's wrong with Christianity? You say I'm a Christian nationalist and want multiculturalism. That where's the logical? How does that not?
Stop using the word logic. You have never been trained in logic. You do not know logical fallacies.
You still don't even understand.
You haven't gone on camera yet.
I will in 2 seconds. God damn, bro. I don't want to.
Brother, that's the whole reason they that they had me bring you back on was to look at your goddamn skull.
Give me literally 2 minutes now.
To look at your goddamn Nazi skull. That's the only reason I brought you back on.
All right, give me just 2 seconds. I will turn on my camera. I'm not a liar, so just give me 2 seconds. But keep going. What were we talking about?
How stupid you are.
Multiculturalism. Yeah, I don't want abortion. Abortion kills how many black people a year?
Again,
my
kills nobody. It terminates a pregnancy.
Terminates what? What is a pregnancy?
I have to define pregnancy for you? It's the gestation period of a baby.
Yeah, that's not my definition of a pregnancy. So that's why we have to define these things, because we do not have the same. We do not live in the same universe.
A pregnancy is not the gestation period of a baby.
That's probably the scientific fucking version, but I think it's too far into it.
I'll give you the actual Merriam-Webster definition.
Give it to me.
But I mean, like, what does that matter? Like, I don't get it. The quality of being pregnant, the condition of being pregnant, gestation.
Give me 1 second. You're gonna be surprised at how good looking I am, by the way.
Oh, we won't.
Dude, I'm Italian. Lebanese,
Dude, you're a fucking moron.
French Canadian. I got the litany of great genetics, bro. Hold on a second. So
I know you're full of yourself and you think a lot of yourself, but you probably shouldn't.
All right, I finished.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a garbage man in Minneapolis.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Hey, I'm down with the working man. We need garbage men.
And you? Well, how much money do you make an hour?
I'm a motion graphics artist. Go look it up.
So you're a contractor?
Yeah, I run my own business.
Work out. That's good on you. Good on you. I'm not gonna hate on that. I think that's actually good. But
well, I wasn't hating on you for being a trash man.
Oh, it sounded like it. But anyway, I'm gonna turn my camera.
Yeah, we're all waiting.
Wow. Enable permissions. Hold on.
Apparently, Dylan in the YouTube chat thinks I am Jewish. Sorry, my friend. I am a Gentile from Appalachia.
Wait, there we go.
Oh my God. Fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that's what we were expecting. Take your hat off. Let's see the skull.
You do MMA?
Flash was wrong about the haircut, though.
What, he thought I didn't have hair?
No, he thought you were going to have a Nazi haircut.
Wow.
So again,
What the hell does that mean?
you're a fucking Nazi.
Bro, I can't be a Nazi if I have an Arabian last name.
Oh, yeah, you can. And a Nazi is an authoritarian ethno-nationalist. It doesn't matter that you...
Who funds the current modern day version of the Nazis?
What?
Do you know that the Azov battalion wears the Swartasana that the Nazis wore?
I don't give a shit about Ukrainian Nazis, my friend.
I guarantee you, if I went on your social media, you were in support of Ukraine. I bet there's a Ukrainian.
No, I bet there's not.
You support Lindsey Clancy. You support everybody.
When have I ever supported Lindsey Clancy?
Aren't you defending her by saying she should be acquitted of murder because she
I never said she should be acquitted of murder.
doesn't the post? Aren't you suggesting it with the post though?
The post you were commenting on was just straight up testimony from the court.
I got a big Italian Nas. God damn. Fuck. Keep going though.
You're trying to straw man me.
No, well, I'm actually
You responded to a thing where I said that she should be treated with compassion.
Didn't you? I said, first of all, I didn't make any claims. I said you support Clancy. You supported Lindsey Clancy.
That's a claim. I've never had support. I wouldn't.
Question, but you want to see my 4-bedroom?
No.
You want to see my 4-bedroom house that I live in?
don't give a shit, dude. What?
Oh, okay. Anyway.
So you accuse me of supporting Lindsey Clancy, and I
I was
didn't.
asking a clarifying question. That's a straw man of what I just did. What I just asked you.
Was it?
I I asked if I was right or wrong, and you said I was wrong.
No, you said I support. You said I wanted Clancy acquitted of murder, and maybe, but I don't know.
And then I immediately rolled back my accusation. I'm just trying to get an idea who you are as a person, so I can have a
Someone with intelligence.
I don't want to say the L word, but I want to have an L discussion.
A what?
Illogical. You told me not to say logical. You like it was a bad.
Well, you don't know shit about logic.
You have continuously misused the term objective.
No, I haven't.
Continuously.
We're back to this again. It is an objectively good thing to teach children to read. It is an objectively good thing to spend hundreds of millions of dollars giving it to charity.
Does Google agree with that statement?
I don't give a shit if Google agrees with that statement. You're going to ask AI again.
Is there a third party that we can bring in here? Because you're utterly wrong and you will not.
How am I wrong?
Because there's no way to objectively say whether Charlie Kirk or Dolly Parton was good or not. There's no you can't do it. It's not.
Charlie Kirk was objectively a bad person. Dolly Parton objectively a good person. Uh-huh.
Can you provide proof for these statements?
Yes, Dolly Parton gave hundreds of millions of dollars to charity to teach children to read. Charlie Kirk enriched himself using religion to attack others, taking money from billionaires in order to promote their agenda, to get people like you to vote against their best interest.
That's an action. That's not a fact. Those are things that happen. I'm asking.
That is supporting evidence for the two things.
Why is that bad that Charlie Kirk?
If Charlie Kirk had given hundreds of millions of dollars to teach children to read, I would think that he was an objectively good person. He didn't.
Why is it bad? No, listen. Why is it bad that he sent the busloads of people?
Because he was trying to overturn the election.
But what if some people think that's good? Doesn't that automatically...
It is an objective fact that the 2020 election wasn't stolen, so you're a fucking moron if you think that's good.
I didn't say that. Didn't say that right now. I didn't say that.
If you think
Let's go back.
Charlie Kirk sending buses to January 6th was a good thing, then you're completely ignorant of what is going on.
So do you realize that's an opinion of emotion?
Not an opinion.
Not
It is an
a fact.
objective
It's not a
fact that
fact.
the 2020 election wasn't stolen.
So what you're showing me right now is facts, logic, reasoning, and doesn't actually matter with people like you. It's actually about how you feel. Is that correct?
No, it is an objective fact the 2020 election wasn't stolen. You're the one that's wanting to bring your feelings in.
You're the one who's mad. You're the dude.
I'm not mad.
Let's go back. Let's start all over. I'll just leave you another shot. Charlie Kirk, bad. Why?
Because he attacked the country, attacked the election, tried to nullify my vote for Joe Biden. He was part of the fake elector scheme to try to overturn the election.
Okay. Now, bear with me. Objective means that a fact means that it's unchanging. It doesn't matter what anybody's view is. A fact is a fact. It's like
yes, it is a fact that the 2020 election wasn't stolen.
Now, what I'm asking you, 1 + 1 = 2. That's a fact, correct?
Sure.
Like a fact has ground.
Buddy, get to your point.
Unchanging. So objective means based in fact.
Yes, we've gone over this. I read you the definition multiple times.
Showed me that what you're pointing at as a fact is actually an opinion, and other people can have differing opinions, meaning what you think
it's not an opinion.
It's not objective.
It is not an opinion that the 2020 election wasn't stolen. That is an objective fact. It's not an opinion that Charlie Kirk sent 80 buses to January 6th. That is an objective fact.
Your moral authority. Where do you get your moral authority, dude?
What moral authority?
What you determine is good or bad? What determines that for you? What
are you trying to pull some apologetics on me?
No. For example, I have a set of beliefs: don't murder, don't steal, don't cheat. Where does it come from? Jesus Christ. Where do your set of beliefs come from? Where do you?
Hey brother. You don't follow Jesus. Are you a Christian?
I'm Orthodox. Yeah. Do you want to see my liturgy in my Bible?
Okay, well, so Charlie Kirk used religion to attack others and enrich himself. Jesus said, rich men don't get into heaven. So Charlie Kirk, not in heaven right now.
That is actually not true at all.
It absolutely is.
Well, hold on. Maybe it might be true for you in the Orthodox view, because there's different interpretations of the Bible. So hold on. That might be true for some Christians.
Red letter in the Bible is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to get into heaven. That's Jesus' words. Straight quote.
You do realize you can read the Bible by yourself and come up with your own interpretation of it, just like I can, right?
Oh, cool, but I'm quoting you red letter, what Jesus said, straight up.
I understand, but we can interpret that differently, right?
No, you can't. There's no other interpretation to that. Rich men do not get into heaven.
The different denominations. You do realize not all Christians don't believe the same Bible. You realize that, right?
Straight up, Jesus said, red letter, it's easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than a rich man to get into heaven. There's no debate there. It's very clear.
What does rich mean? Define rich.
Wealthy.
Okay.
People with money.
What I'm trying to
Charlie Kirk was a multimillionaire.
You can let me ask.
And did he use his money to hold on? Did he use his money to help the poor, the sick, the incarcerated? No, he didn't. He used his money to attack marginalized groups. He did the exact opposite of what Jesus preached.
Can I level with you? I personally do not. I never liked Charlie Kirk. Can I tell you why?
Okay, cool.
Well, can I tell you why?
Well, then why have you been arguing with me about Charlie Kirk? Why'd you get triggered about a meme about Charlie Kirk?
Oh my God, dude. Well, can I explain without interrupting? You interrupting?
Go on.
I think that Kirk was a bad guy because I think he represents weak Christianity. I think he represents the Western version of Christianity. Like I told you, I'm Eastern Orthodox. My views come We don't think we our church reads the Bible and interprets it differently than Charlie Kirk's religion, he's a Protestant. For example, there's
Okay, hold on. How can you interpret harder for a rich man or harder for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to get in heaven? How is there a different interpretation?
I'll explain. That's not the only verse that talks about.
Oh
Rich
no, it's
men.
not. I can throw you multiple verses about rich
I
people.
know. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. But what my point was is, despite that verse, in Orthodoxy, we believe that if you let's
I don't
pretend
give
you,
a shit what you believe. Once again, this is objective facts. Earth is spherical.
Well, can I tell you a different viewpoint? Can I just give you a different viewpoint really quick so we don't just make this an hour long? Orthodox Christians believe, let's pretend I got millions of dollars. If I actively give money to the community, actively helping people, actively doing Christ-like things with my money while also making money, there's nothing wrong with that. You can be rich as long as you're using the money for good. If
Oh,
you're
that's weird that Jesus told the rich man to give everything he owned to the poor and follow him. Huh. Interesting. Didn't say keep some of your money. Didn't say keep some of your money, keep making money. No, give everything you own to the poor and follow me. Jesus was very fucking clear. He's also clear not to judge other people, to love everyone, to turn the other cheek, to welcome foreigners in your land. You sound like you don't follow the Bible.
Okay. I'm not going to be preaching the Bible by somebody who has no ability to understand.
Brother, I was raised in the church. I went to a Christian school. Motherfucker, I studied the Bible in college, so don't try to bull that shit on me.
What denomination?
I was Southern Baptist.
Okay, so you're a heretic to me. You don't follow the true form of Christianity.
Brother, you don't follow the true form of Christianity. I am reading you red letters you don't fucking follow.
I'm telling you, you don't know how to interpret the Bible correctly without being a part of it.
How is there another way to interpret treat others as you would want to be treated and welcome foreigners into your land?
The Bible was never intended for men to just pick up and read and interpret on their own. They were always meant to be a part of a church, a clergy, and a community around them. It was never meant to be just, I'm going to pick it up and read this verse and, oh, look.
That's a weird way to say, like, Jesus was lying. I'm quoting you, like, actual red letters.
There's nothing in Leviticus that allows homosexuality, but there are people who interpret it that way. Do you understand how that there's
apparently the Levitical law was talking about like child molestation?
And do you understand that there are different interpretations for the same?
Well, yeah, but I'm not talking about different interpretations of some crazy shit from the Old Testament. I'm telling you, red letter, Jesus said this.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
I'm an idiot because
you're not contending with the actual arguments you're even bringing up, bro. You don't even understand the arguments you're even bringing up. You're literally telling me, doesn't your Bible say this? I'm not. No. I'm Eastern Orthodox. I have a different interpretation. We don't believe the same thing, bucko.
So you don't believe Jesus' word? Well, I mean, I don't believe any of the bullshit, but I'm very well versed in the Bible. And I can tell you don't follow it.
How do we even get on the Bible again? Oh yeah, I wanted to ask your morality. It's funny how now you're digging into me. Where do you get your basis of morality, brother?
We come to it as a society.
So it means it can change with the
Yeah. I can give you examples from your Bible of how morality has changed.
So if tomorrow we all decided that it was okay to start sucking off little boys because
brother, don't get me started on the fucking Jewish rabbis.
I'm talking about the semen warriors of Papua New Guinea. Actually, you know about the semen warriors of Papua New Guinea, brother?
Sure don't, but I know about the Orthodox rabbis in New York that have given multiple babies hepatitis because they love to suck off little kids. I do know about pretty fucked up, isn't it?
It's called Metsiba Sebete, and I know very much about it. And very much.
Yeah, fucking religious people are horrible.
Yeah, some of those fanatics are 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, you're fanatic.
I'm not a fanatic. I'm actually very middle ground and actually.
You just called yourself a Christian nationalist, what, minutes ago?
What
That's a
define what
fanatical.
Christian nationalist is? Would you want to know what my definition of a Christian nationalist
Please
is?
tell me your definition.
I am pushing for the ethics, the Christian ethics. I'm pushing for Christian ethics in society, politics, and culture.
Cool.
I'm pushing for Christian norms.
Cool. I don't think you are. I think
wrong
Christian norms are
What's wrong with
don't
that?
judge people unless ye be judged. Judgment is reserved for God alone. You were supposed to welcome foreigners into your land.
Guys claim.
You're to turn the other cheek.
Yes, you are allowed
Give
to.
everything you own to the poor.
Hold on there, straw manner. You should be
I
bringing.
didn't straw man anything.
And unless you should be bringing new neighbors into your land and treating them well, immigrants, if they're like-minded, if they're followers of Christ. But if
That's not what he said.
that's the whole point of the Bible, bring people to Christ. That's
You
the
shall
whole
not
point of the
oppress a
Bible.
sojourner. You know the heart of a
What
sojourner.
is Bible? What is the Bible?
For you were sojourners in the land of Egypt.
Do you even know what the definition of the Bible is?
Definition of the Bible.
But Bible means bibliography. There's a lot of bibliographies out there, but you know why the Bible is special? Because it's the bibliography of Christ. Christ is the only prophet out of all the religions.
Do you notice how I keep quoting Jesus to you and you're like, no, not like that? All those things I said about not judging others, welcoming foreigners into your land, literal red letters from the Bible. And you don't follow it.
I don't know what I've said that makes you assume that I don't follow it. I agree with you on the.
You're very judgmental. You judged me multiple times. You called me numerous names. You don't treat others as you would want to be treated. You don't welcome foreigners in your land. You literally said you were a Christian nationalist.
You have no idea about the Bible. Can I explain
I
to you
don't?
something? No, I'm going to explain to you something. Don't interrupt me because I'm going to school the shit out of you. If me and you, right, are sitting at a park, okay, and there's stop signs signages all around the park that say, slow down, there are kids, 25 mile per hour zone, right? And we see people flying through it going 60 miles per hour, right? And me and you point at that guy and say, hey, what the fuck is that guy doing? What an idiot. What a dumbass. You know, that's not judgment. That's pointing out what someone's doing is wrong.
No, it's absolutely
That's
judgment.
not judgment. That's
You're
not-
supposed to turn the other cheek.
Realize that? So if you no.
Yes.
Being invaded, but no. Prove to me that that's what the interpretation. That proved to me that's what Jesus was trying to relay to the readers and to the.
It's there in red letters, literally the words, turn the other cheek. You have a judgment about somebody, turn the other cheek.
When you read law, if you go to
I think there's even a verse where they're like, if you slap someone, like give them the other cheek.
all right, all you did was repeat the same thing. I let you speak, now let me speak. If you were to go to a law, you go to a section, the law says something in fine print, right? But then it also has clarifying things under that law. You realize that, right? So you don't just cherry pick one verse and just be like, oh, that's what he meant. No, you read the whole entire thing. You realize that, right?
I didn't cherry pick. Well, there's like 28 verses about welcoming foreigners into your land in the New Testament.
What is
I didn't cherry pick anything.
What does turn the other cheek mean to you, brother? Brother, what does it mean to you?
That instead of you getting upset, you should turn the other cheek. If you have something you want to say about me, you've got some bullshit that you want to say, you should just shut up and turn the other cheek. Treat others as you would want to be treated.
So you're saying that if someone's bullying somebody and the other person likes the bullying, let's just say someone likes getting beat up, it's a turn on for them. Should we allow it to happen?
No.
So I shouldn't just turn the other cheek then?
We're talking about judging people.
I shouldn't just
You're
turn
like,
the other
no, you
cheek.
should absolutely break up a
What if
fight.
someone's
That's
calling
different.
names? What you don't understand analogies, bro. You do not understand.
I don't understand analogies. No,
This is
I'm
the
accusing
problem.
you of
This is the
making false
problem with
analogies.
People who are not Christians. This is the problem with people who are not Christians.
Again, I was raised in the church, went to a Christian school, I've had one of my preachers on this very show.
That doesn't mean you're a Christian.
I'm not a Christian. I don't believe in that bullshit. No, not at all.
You interrupted me.
But I know what the Bible says, and you don't fucking follow it.
Oh my god, dude. My brain.
Yeah, because you're a fucking idiot.
The only reason I'm doing this is because I'm planning on going out on the streets and debating people like you, but like I didn't know.
I wouldn't if I was you.
I didn't know how low I had to stoop myself to fucking get to your people's level.
What do you mean, how low?
You still have not told me what so listen. You are okay with mass abortion, 80 million people since 1980, because it's a version, or it's a contraception, basically. It's a way for women to delay pregnancy. You justified murder of 1/3 of my.
Okay, first of all, murder is a legal term. It means the unlawful taking of a life.
In a very state by state, correct?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so let's not get semantic.
But it's not murder. It's not murder. It's the termination of a pregnancy.
I'm the non-intellectual one. We're talking about. This is basically a moral issue. You can swing it any way you want, but this is Christians versus evil.
Okay. Oh no, you hold on.
And eventually, we're gonna take people like you and
hold on.
We're gonna gut you from throat to groin. We're gonna gut.
You're gonna gut me from throat to groin, and you think you're the moral person.
Yeah, Christians eventually, when we take our country back, we are, because we're sick of the.
See, you're a fascist.
Being whored out on OnlyFans. We're sick and tired of the 1/3 of abortion, 1/3 of my.
Brother, hold on.
It's disgusting. I'm sick of seeing brown people in my country who can't even speak English, have no job skills, have no ability.
See, you're a racist, brother. Okay, here's the thing. Let me explain to you why. Like, it's actually your position that's evil. Here you go again, man. It's your position that's evil, because let me tell you, like, what the laws against abortion have done. Two different instances I can give you. One in Florida, one in Texas.
I'm the bad guy.
A woman, yes, I'm going to tell you how you're a bad guy. Because of the laws that you Christian nationalists have passed, a woman, buddy, let me talk. A woman in Florida had to give birth to a child without a skull. She held her child in her arms as it died. It lived its short life in agony because she couldn't have an abortion because of the laws you passed. That's evil.
That sounds
another woman. Another woman and this is these are true stories you can look up. Another woman in Texas was forced to give birth to a child that didn't have kidneys. She also had to hold the child as it died its short life in agony because of the laws you passed.
You know what my answer to that is? Abstinence. Don't have sex then.
We're talking about
don't
brother.
Legs up, hose. And you won't die. You won't have to kill your babies, I guess, if that's the issue.
You're clearly a fucking idiot. These were two women, brother. These were two women that wanted to have children.
Brother.
They were both in the hospital to give birth to the children. They couldn't have the emergency procedure that they needed in order to terminate the pregnancy because of the laws you passed.
I'm not even going to entertain them.
They didn't. Yeah, I know you're not, because you don't want to live with the comfortable reality of the uncomfortable reality of this shit.
And you will change any story to fit your narrative. And then when the facts come out, you guys will never concede that you were ever wrong. It's all disingenuous bullshit. You guys want to cut off children's nuts, and we are done with it. We're going to take our country back.
Brother,
people are going to be.
Nobody is wanting to cut off children's nuts. You're a fucking lunatic.
Free labor. You guys are going to be free labor from when we fix our nation, what you have destroyed.
What I have destroyed. Yeah, trash man.
Murder.
No, I advocate for women not have to have a child that's going to live its short life in agony because you think you're morally superior. because some law you wanted to pass to make yourself feel better. Brother, they redeemed hang up on you again, and once again, you're just not even having a conversation with me. You're a fucking moron.
Like one it and hit one back, one more click, before we hit the set an alert when that shit goes live, social fucking support and hit subscribe. Light one up and take a hit. He does no harm, but it takes no shit. He's the last one standing when the ship is sinking. Let's take another rip for JustinFREAKIN.
Light one up, tip one back. I'm JustinFREAKIN.
Not high enough for this shit.